volatility in today's session. However, that volatility will be on the downside, not on the upside. So that is what happened in yesterday's session. Market was down almost by 350 to 400 points. Can you imagine that? So it got all the way up to 15,768 to 70 levels, and then it came all the way down to the level of 15,500 levels. So 513 is where it actually stopped. It took support. 15,505 was a very, very big support for the market. It took support at 15,513. As I had already told you, supports and resistances are like chili powder. It can give the hotness without it reaching that particular level. So it gave support at 15,505, and the market reversed from 15,513, and it was a V-shaped recovery. You can see in yesterday's session how the market actually panned out. Market actually had a whole dip, continuously going down and down and down, and the volatility seeped in, and afterwards the market went up and came down, went up and came down, and afterwards it went up to the level of 15,709, recovering almost about not almost, it is more than 200 points. It has recovered more than 200 points in yesterday's session, and it has actually crossed above the level of 16,660, which is a very strong support. I have always mentioned 15,660 is a darling support for the market, and that darling support has not been punctured. It actually went down and afterwards it went up. It means that the puncture of support is not done. So that means that the market has actually taken support at that particular level and went all the way upwards. So that's the way the market is currently stationed. So the market is good enough to hold on to the bulls, and the bears have not yet taken control. It is very far off from taking control for the bears yet. So that being said, today's session of Nifty, where will it have the resistances? The resistance is at 15,800, 15,901, 15,915, and 15,958. You might be asking, is there? It is currently at 15,709. Is there anything within the range of 15,709 to 15,800 being a resistance? Yes, there are some small levels, something like 15,766, that may be considered as a resistance, but that's not a huge resistance. Okay, if you keep one particular paper as a roof, then it can easily be broken and just went upwards, right? So the same way, 15,766 is a very meager resistance. It's not a big resistance. Okay, that's the reason money at times the market has to reach to that particular level in order to be considered as resistance, and that's when we actually consider it as a good resistance. Okay, so 15,766 is considered as a resistance, but not a big resistance at this point of time. However, 15,805 or 800 to 15,901, is there nothing in between? There is one which is 15,835. That's also not a big resistance. So 15,800 and 15,901 are big resistances. That's why I have mentioned over here. However, in the upcoming session, I will give you every possible resistance and support in the particular area within the range of 15,500 level to 15,958 levels. Okay, so that being said, let's see where are the supports. Supports are 15,705, 15,660, 15,606 levels. So there are the supports. So the SGX Nifty was showing 30 points lower. However, now it is 82 points higher. Okay, so now it is 82 points higher. So we will open positive, that's for sure. And as 500 was down 0.82 points, down 0.02%. 61 points up for Nasdaq, and 0.41% higher. So as of now, okay, just 1 minute, please give me 1 minute, I'll be back. So sorry for the interruption, and hope you are able to see the charts as you were actually seeing. Let's go ahead with the analysis. So the Nifty analysis shows that the market was a bit downer. Nasdaq was up by 61 points, and Dow Jones was down by 127.59 points. Nikkei was up by 199.8 points, 0.72% up. Hang Seng was up by 387.45 points, 1.52%. And seeing all the world markets, it seems like the Indian markets will open positive. So the 29th of July technical analysis shows that supports are at 15,705, 15,660, 15,606, 15,582, 15,431, 15,371. So resistances are at 15,766, 15,800, 15,835, 15,901, 15,915, and 15,958 levels. Those are the levels of resistances we have to watch out for. Today we'll open a bit positive. At this point of time is 82 points higher, so we will now open positive, and we may go up to the level of 15,766 levels. So seeing that the 15,766 is a bit of resistance, we may show some resilience at that point of time, and we may see the market a bit dropping down. So fast stochastic is at 43.66, denoting we are not in an overbought or a oversold zone, showing that we may go upwards. Slow stochastic is at 50.5, which means that we may go upwards or downwards. MACD is negative at 34.54, and divergence is 20.06 in negative. So both show that the momentum is down as of now. Considering all the world markets, which is positive, SGX Nifty also is now positive. US markets were slightly negative, and technical analysis now seems to be negative, and it is below the huge resistance of 15,800. So we are still negative. We are not going all the way up and up positive. All the win-win is still there for the market. No, we can't say that. Today is the day of expiry, okay, and the market will actually open positive probably, but the volatility will surely be there. The sporadic moves of moving upwards, moving lower, and moving sideways are always there in the market. Today the sporadic moves are too much, so maybe the upward move or maybe the downward move, there may be huge spikes on the upside and downside. On the expiry day, it is better if you don't understand the market well, don't trade, okay, because today we'll be having lots and lots of spikes, and the market may all the way go all the way upwards or all the way downwards at the end. So it is quite possible that the volatility will be huge, and on the day when it is a geostorm, you should not be going in a ship. So that's what it is said, right? The same way, on the day of expiry, you should not be trading in the market if you are not very well versed with the market wind. So that being said, considering the trends globally, and Nifty trend today is bit negative because we are still below the big resistance of 15,800. So we may see that market moving a bit positive. However, the negativity is still there in the market. That being said, let us see where the market has actually gone to and now stayed at. Now the market may be actually showing some bit of resistance and resilience at this point of time. Let us see where the pre-open has actually stopped the market at this point of time. Let us hope that the market is actually going on a higher based trajectory, because more positive, then more the gains you will be making in the market using the market portfolio, as well as the markets where you have invested in, where you will get returns with respect to the markets, like mutual funds and your bonds and all those things. So that being said, the pre-open has closed at 53.3 points higher. So now we will be opening above the level of 15,760. Now we are still a bit resistance at 15,766. So it is quite possible that we may hit that resistance head on. We may take the resistance head on, because the momentum in today's market, look at the pre-open candles. Every candle, every minute of the candle has almost gone up. Okay, always. So that being said, that's the momentum of the market. It is quite possible that we may reach the level of 15,800, and then again the negativity will seep into the market, and then it is quite possible that we may drop on the negative side today as well, or it may go all the way upwards towards the 15,850 to 15,900 mark in today's session as well, because we can't say that where it is actually going, because today is the market expiry day. The Nifty futures expires on this day, and the Nifty options expires on this day. Weekly as well, monthly as well, everything expires on this particular day, that is 29 July 2021. So today will be there for a lot of windstorm in the markets. There will be lots of thunderstorms, there will be windstorms, there will be lots of gathering of the sporadic movements. The sporadic movements can be up, can be down, we can't predict it, because the where the market actually goes according to the windstorm, we can't predict it, because the volatility will seep into the market. The volatility means that the market goes helter skelter sporadically in the higher position or the lower position without having any base of a technical analysis sometimes. Okay, that being said, that's the place where the market has actually closed, that is at 53.3 points higher. At this point of time, it is seeming that the market is poised to go upwards towards the level of 15,800, and we may be hit by the huge windstorm, a huge resistance, and the huge top at the level of 15,800, where we have continuously based our resistance at. If we actually take the 3 months chart, we can see how many times 15,800 is supposed to be taken up. However, it's not. Okay, 15,800 seems to be a huge resistance for the market. Anyways, the 15,800 mark is supposed to be taking the market on a downer side, provided the market actually happens to hold on to that particular level. Then the resistance may become a support if the market actually goes all the way upwards. So that being said, let's see 15,800 per particular level, how many times it's trying to breach. So this is 15,800 mark. Okay, how many times? Let's see. Once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times it pierced, and 7 times, 8 times, 9 times. 15,800 was very nearby. It did not break. It played as a resistance for the market. So 8 times, that's the place where the market has actually stopped, and now the market has opened. 15,800 is a huge resistance for the market. The market opened positive. It is 63 points higher, 65 points higher at this point of time at 15,772 levels for the market, and we are seeing a bit of a green in the market as of now. It seems like the market is pushing all the way upwards, and it is moving towards the level of 15,800, which is a very strong support resistance for the market as of now. Yeah, supports we are seeing at 15,766, because the market has taken the whirlwind on the higher side at this point of time, and it is quite possible that it may see some profit booking around the level of 15,800 mark, and then we may while off at whatever the positives, whatever the support we have actually taken, and then the market may go a bit negative from here onwards. So now 67 points higher, 15,777 for the market as of now. So the market is currently a bit wobbly, and it is because of the expiry, the great expiry which is happening today. The futures is expiring today, the options, the weekly options is expiring today, and the monthly option is expiring today. Almost everything expires today, and that's the reason the market may be a bit wobbly, bit jittery, bit sporadic, whatever you may call it as. The market is trying to go upwards at this point of time. 15,782 is where we are at now, 72 points higher for the market, and it is seemingly that it is going on a upper trajectory at this point of time. So is the EMA is actually showing. EMA is showing that the market is positive at this point of time. Let me show you another analysis, and let us see if we can make any sense out of that. Okay. So I'll show you another analysis, and let us see if we can make any sense out of this. Okay, at this point of time, see, Nifty futures is actually showing a good head turn on the higher side. Okay, and here also in the 5 minutes chart, it is showing a head turn on the higher side. For 3 minutes chart, it is showing a head turn on the higher side. It is now at 15,767 levels. So 15,779 is where we are actually seeing that the market positioned at this point of time. And let us hope that the market is a kind of in the movement momentum to move on the upper side. So let's see if the market is entering a sell position. No, the market is not entering a sell position. The stochastic RSI is showing a bit of oversold zone. However, the second stochastic RSI is not, and the stochastic DMI is not showing a upturn at this point of time. Because it's quite possible that we may reverse from here. Oversold zone is where we are currently at for the market as of now. Let us see where the market is currently at. Now we have to down from the levels of 15,782. We have dropped down to 15,669. So that's where the market is currently at. Okay, so seems like the market is on a bit of a wobbly situation. It's going up, it's going down, it's coming down, going up, coming down, and it is quite possible because the market has to contract and relax. We can't call it as a jittery move yet. It is taking support at the EMA level, and it is moving about the higher side as of now. So seemingly that the market is a bit on the higher side at this point of time, and Nifty seems to be having a happy move on the higher side. In the 5 minutes chart, let's see, the 5 minutes chart shows that the market is up, all the way up. It went all the way, it opened at the level of 15,770 and it closed at 15,774. So it is positive. Now the market, the 5 minutes chart has actually shown a bit more positive in the market, and it is going upwards. 15,783 is where we are currently at on the Nifty. So Nifty is showing that we are on a bit of a higher note at this point of time. it's moving continuously upwards. Now we are probably entering a zone where we are actually oversold, so it may move a bit upwards. It's on the higher side of the Bollinger Band. It is going upwards and upwards, so it is quite possible that the Bollinger Band, the width can increase, the in between height can increase, sorry, not the width, the height can increase of the Bollinger Band. However, it's above the Bollinger Band as of now, and it is going but on the higher side now. 15,785 is where we are currently at, 74 points higher in the market, and it seems like the market is entering a oversold zone as of now. And when we enter the oversold zone, you already know what happens. When we enter the oversold zone, then, sorry, not the oversold zone, overbought zone, when we enter the overbought zone, we will actually go down in the markets as of now. So that seems to be happening at this point of time as well. So now the market dropped from 15,585 to 15,575 in one candle, which means that, which is within 1 to 3 minutes, we have actually seen more red in the market as of now, seemingly that from 15,885 we have come down to 15,775 at this point of time. And it is looking like the market is trying to take support at the EMA level and then move upwards from here. Look at the candles. The candles are continuously going on the greener side. So that means that the market has a market has a good momentum on the higher side at this point of time. The higher momentum probably keeps on until the stochastic RSI is actually showing that we are in a overbought zone. However, we are not entering the over you know we are not entering below the oversold zone, so we will continue that momentum below that or above that we overbought zone, and it will not go below that overbought zone. So that is when the market keeps on continuing its momentum. Now the second candle seems to be going on a red side. So the market has actually showed the resilience. It has actually pumped some bit of resistance at 15,785 levels, because it is going very near to that 15,800 mark, which is a huge resistance for the market. Now the market has come down all the way down, so from the level of 15,785, so now we are down to 15,747 levels. I had already told you in the beginning itself, the negativity will seep in at some point of time, and the market is going on a bit of negative journey at this point of time. So now the market actually showed a bit of resilience at the 15,800 15,785 to 15,800 mark, and now the market is pushing on the downside. So now it has gone below the EMA level, and it has breached that particular level. Now the support is at the level of 15,705 levels. So 15,766, which was a support, is now breached, and it may probably go on a bit of a downside journey, or it may go upwards, because today is a wobbly market, today is a volatile market, because it is a expiry of Nifty. Okay, it's quite possible that the sporadic moves, the V-shaped moves keep on happening. We are not sure about it, because technical analysis can't judge the day of the expiry, because there are so many people who are writing the options, because the market is going a bit sporadic, and it is quite possible that the options, whichever the options is, whenever they write it, it will go to the zero levels and it will expire at 0%, zero levels. So that makes the profits for the writers, and many of them will be writing on this day of expiry, because the theta decay will be too hectic in the options today, and the value of delta decreases hectically in today's session as well for options, because today is expiry of options, so the time decay has reached the level where it is the brim. So now the market is moving a bit higher again at 15,770 levels. From the level of 15,750, it recovered all the way to the 15,770 mark, to 20 points higher in the market from the lows whatever we have made within just 2 to 3 minutes. So as of now the market is again dropping to 15,762 levels, and the market is quite on a volatile journey in today's session. Expiry is on the cards today, so expiry makes the market go jittery and sporadic in the upcoming moves. So this 15,755 mark is tickling the market again. Now the market is down to 15,750 levels. The market has all the way gone down at this point of time, and it is trying to go upwards. 15,756 for the market, 49 points higher, and we are already there on the volatility side. The volatility has increased, and the volatility is showing that the market is going on a bit of a volatile side. So now the negativity also took up the 15,750 mark, actually raised up to the 15,760 mark. 10 points of recovery in just one candle, that is 1 minute candle, and we seen that the market is holding very good support at 15,750. 15,750 is a good support for the market, and it may show that the market coming down to 15,750 many a times and then moving upwards. At this point of time, it is two levels where the markets actually stopped at 15,750 mark and then actually showed up all the way higher. So the market is currently showing a bit of support at 15,750 mark, and seemingly that the market is using a bit of a volatile move as well. So when once it goes up all the way to 15,785 levels, now it is down to the 15,762 mark, and then it rises up to 15,775 mark, and then it keeps on doing this. In the 3 minutes chart, you can very clearly see the first candle was green, second candle was wobbly, and it went all the way down, but it was a bit green. Third candle was a huge decline, it was a red. Fourth candle was green, fifth candle is red. So the continuous volatility is seeping into the market. The market is losing its ground, we may say. From the level of 15,785, it is now down to 15,758 levels in the market, and we are now officially in the overbought of the market. Nifty 50 for the stochastic RSI and stochastic DMI has already given a sell signal for the market, and it is quite possible that we may reach a bit down on the market. As of now, it is quite possible that we may see some more downs in the market, and we may go down to 730 to 700 levels and then move all the way higher, is what the market is actually showing us at this point of time. Or the volatility, as I have already told, the technical analysis is not 100% working on the day of expiry. So that's the reason we can't say that it is continuously going on a downside as well. All of a sudden it may stop higher. So it is quite possible that the market is a bit on the downside in today's session. I had already told you the market will drag a bit downer from the highs, and now it is dragging all the way downer. 15,760 is 50. We have broken down. We are now at 15,748 on Nifty, and let us see where the Nifty futures is currently at. Nifty futures is currently at 15,749 levels. That also broke the support at 15,750 and now going all the way downer. 15,750 is where Nifty futures, which is expiring today, that is the 29th July futures, is currently at. Now it is trying to recover above the 15,750 mark. However, its futile attempts have always been given up, and it is going downer 15,744 as of now on the Nifty futures. So the Nifty, where the Nifty is actually showing up, Nifty is actually showing up at 15,749, trying to go above the level of 15,751, and seems like it is on a bit of wobbly note at this point of time. Let me share you my technical analysis screen, and let us see where it actually stops. So you can now see that the market is actually happening to give a bit of negativity in the market. Seems like EMA crossover has actually seeped in, and once the EMA crossover has actually seeped in, so from the level of 15,760, we are down to 15,742 levels. I told you it may come down to 15,730 levels, and then it may go all the way upwards. Now we are at 15,740 levels. So let's draw a trend line for the market. Okay, so the trend line is down, and whatever the positivity we saw in the session in the beginning, that has actually wild out. Okay, now we are positive, we are in the positive trajectory. However, it has now seeped into the red at this point of time, where the market is continuously going on a downside at this point of time. So there was a high, there was a low here, there was a high here, there was a high here, there was a high here. The higher highs have actually clocked in, and afterwards it is continuous lower highs. So the highs and lows seems to be on the lower side. So the lower highs and lower lows has seeped into the market. Now the market is currently stationed at 15,739 levels, where it is 30 points lower, 30 points higher in the market. So 15,740 is where we are currently stationed at. The market seems to be on a bit of a jittery note. It is losing its ground towards the negative zone, and it is quite possible that the market can seep a bit of negativity around the level of till 15,730 to 15,700 mark, and it may go upwards from there onwards, because the volatility is already there in the market. The market momentum for long term is still bullish. Okay, whatever the the momentum is currently, it is negative. However, the momentum for the long term in the market is bullish. So the momentum is on a higher side. So we are continuing going, broke the trend line, and now it is moving higher to the level of 15,753 in Nifty, and it is showing a good sign that the market may go upwards from here onwards. So I had already told you the volatility will be there in the market. The volatility is here to exist on this particular day of expiry. Expiry is the day when the market will have lots of jitteriness, and the market goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. The V-shaped recoveries and the V-shaped falls is not a big thing on this particular day. It went all the way higher to 15,755 levels and came down to 15,747 levels at this point of time. Now the market is at 15,745 at 36 points high for Nifty, and that is where the market is actually at. So that being said, this is the end of Market Profit Show. If you want the basics of stock market book, click on the first link in the description below. You will be getting 2 strategies to make money on a daily basis. So yes, Mr. Prakash, good morning, and I wish you all a lot of success with respect to technical analysis. I'm doing these regular sessions. If you happen to see any value with this, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And that being said, this is the end of Market Profit Show. This is Ashok Kumar signing off. Happy trading and happy money making.